India interrupted today but not shut down with an all-India Bharat Bandh called by various trade unions. Let's just look at the national impact.
One strike, two cities. Noida in the national capital region bore the maximum brunt with vehicles being torched and factories stoned.
Police on location as scenes turned violent here in the Noida industrial area. People setting not just tires on fire, but even some vehicles on fire.
The employer's gun started to force upon the workers not allowed to come out of the factory when they are coming out of the factory for joining the strike. Some clashes was there. One worker was beaten to death.
Suddenly they have come and then 1500 approx persons has a sudden attack on our company.
A fire brigade at the location wasn't spared either. 14 people have been arrested for violence. But the big surprise was Kolkata. Though there were some clashes and far less traffic, the strike failed to paralyze the city like a bandh usually does. Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee ensured unprecedented attendance in government offices with her no work, no pay diktat.
I'm in the Coca-Cola factory in the Taratala area of South Kolkata. And as you can see behind me, work is on in full swing. People are talking about a change of mindset. In the past, when the left government was here, a bandh would mean a total shutdown, but not anymore. Dada, पहले जब बंद बुलाया जाता था तब पूरा बंद होता है, तो आज क्यों नहीं हुआ?
आज हुआ नहीं, सब आदमी समझ गया है जो बंद होने से किसका लॉस होता है.
किसका लॉस होता है?
लॉस वर्कर का भी होता है, देश का भी होता है, कंपनी का भी होता है.
Even we won't allow this type of bonds, blockade or the communal rights. This conspiracy we will break.
The strike will continue tomorrow despite strong opinion against it. Kerala's high-profile Congress MP and Union Minister Shashi Tharoor believes bandhs are a social evil and should be resisted, even though his party's trade union joined the strike. As this open letter to the bandh people signed Your Victim asks, who are these people who you think will benefit from not working and not getting paid for 2 days?
And joining me more, the rest of my panel tonight, I'm joined by Saugata Roy, former minister and now MP of the Trinamool Congress. I'm also joined by Anurag Thakur, BJP MP. Also joined by Kazim Ali Khan, a Congress MLA from Uttar Pradesh, and Sunil Alag, a marketing consultant, and also with FICCI. I'll also be joined by Sudhakar Reddy, General Secretary of the CPI. But Anurag Thakur, let me go across to you first. Bandhs seem to have lost their cadency value as political protests. I mean, we've seen different kinds. The BJP often organizes different kind of protests, but bandhs are seen now as something which affect the public. You've seen lots of angry online views, lots of people speaking to reporters across the country saying, why do political unions even organize this? What's your view on it? Because, of course, these bandhs were backed by the Congress unions, BJP unions, left unions as well.
First of all, we condemn the violence and the vandalism which has taken place during the bandh today. As far as the bandh is concerned, or today's strike is concerned, who has called for this strike? All the trade unions in this country and the banks and the employees, bank employees. And what is the reason behind it? Why the people are not satisfied with the government policies today? Why they have come to the streets? We need to know the reason, what are their demands, and why the government is not addressing those demands. It is very important to know both the sides. Why government is not still approaching these trade unions and trying to address their demands. It is very, very important to know that. You know, these people, yes, in the recent time, I think this is one of the largest strike we have seen in the recent years. And the reason for that is the demands which these trade unions has raised itself shows that those are very genuine demands, like the price rise. They have asked for the check of price rise, universalization of the public distribution system, as well as the minimum wages. You know, whereas the Planning Commission says that you can survive on 28 rupees a day, and they're asking for 10,000 rupees wage a month.